Hello, my name is Marwa Al Salami, and today I'm going to talk about something that affects almost all of us every day, the true cost of free apps. We use our phones constantly, and apps makes everything easier. But many of these free apps collect more information about us than we realize. In this presentation, I want to explain how that works, why it matters, and what I personally think about it. Phones have become a huge part of our daily lives. We use them for communication, school, work, health, entertainment, basically everything. And because of that, apps have become essential. Many apps are free, which sounds great at first, but the truth is that the real price we pay is our data. This is why the topic matters, even though we don't notice it, but our information is constantly being collected, stored, and shared. So when an app is free, the company still needs to make money somehow. Most free apps makes profit by collecting the user's data and selling access to advertisers. So the advertisers want very specific information like age, location, interest, and habits. So they can target people more effectively. And this pushes up to gather as much information as possible. So instead of paying with money, we pay with personal details. One big issue is the permissions apps request. Some apps ask for things they really don't need. For example, a fun game might ask for your microphone, and a photo editing app might want your exact location. And by the research that I made, the Canadian Center for Cybersecurity, it explains that many apps do this to collect extra information about users. And most people click the allow button quickly because they just want to use the app. But that simple click gives the app a lot of power to track your behavior. So, when permissions are given, apps can track many things: how long you stay on a screen, what you click on, and what you skip, and how often you return. So, research from the Association for Computing Machinery, it shows that apps sometimes send this information to several third-party companies. And that means your data does not stay with the app you downloaded. It travels through different systems, and most users never know where it goes. After collecting data, companies can combine it with information from other apps, and that's to create a detailed profile about you. This profile basically can show your interests, habits, routines, and even guesses about your future behavior. So, for example, if you look at job listings, companies may assume you want to change careers. And if you shop for like baby items, let's say, they might assume you're expecting a child. And the problem is that this happens quietly, and most people never agree to that level of tracking. So, apps often claim that users agreed to their policies. But did we actually agree on the policies? I think privacy policies are extremely long, and most people don't really read them because they're confusing and hard to understand. On top of that, many apps use design tricks called dark patterns, and that technique, let's say, to push people into clicking the accept button. By the research that I made by Egelman and colleagues, it shows that The accept all button is made large and easy, while the deny options are hidden. So, yes, we technically agree, but it's not real, informed consent. Another problem is privacy fatigue. Um, Arrays and Abdulaziz explained that when people see constant permissions, requests, and warnings, they eventually get tired and stop trying to protect their privacy. So many users think their personal information is already out there. So there's no point of fighting for it. And this tired feeling leads to quick decision, like clicking the allow button without thinking, which lets apps collect even more data. Now, companies say the system is fair because users choose to accept permissions. But when the options are confusing, rushed, or required to use the app, it doesn't feel like a real choice. Some people need certain apps for school, work, or communication. So even if they're uncomfortable with the permissions, they still click the accept button. And to be honest, a choice that feels forced isn't truly fair. My personal opinion is that users deserve clearer explanation and real choices. I would rather pay a small fee for an app that respects my privacy than give away my information without understanding why. But more importantly, privacy should never feel like luxury, and companies should make privacy simple, not stressful. Now, to conclude, free apps are not really free. We might not pay with money, but we pay with our data. And the fair system would offer both a free version with limited data collection and a paid version with stronger privacy. And until then, we need to be more aware, think twice before accepting permissions, and push for clearer privacy standards. That's it for my presentation. Thank you for watching.